Good afternoon, everyone. We're live. I'd like to call the Bruce County Museum and Archives Committee to order, and for this Friday, June the 1st. And the first thing on the agenda is I'd like to remind everyone it's our own responsibility to disclose any pecuniary interest that you may have on today's agenda. Hearing none at this time, we'll move into action items and 2A.
Okay, well, thank you, Warden. So the first action item for the Museum Committee report, again, is in regards to a couple of policies. So before you have two policies, the Conservation Policy and the Preservation Management Policy. And again, these policies are part of the requirements through CMOG, and they were up for review. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer any questions on the policies.
The recommendation reads that the revised Conservation Policy and Preservation Management Policy for the Bruce County Museum and Cultural Center be approved. I need a motion. Mover and a seconder for that motion. Moved by Wolf, and seconded by Robert. Any discussion on the motion? All those in favor of the motion? That's approved. Okay. The rest is information.
Rest is information. So, yeah, just to highlight the business and sponsorship report, we were successful with a grant through the Museum Assistance Program for $15,000, which will cover marketing and shipping expenses for the Animal Gibberish exhibit that's now up and running at the museum. And we do have a number of asks out to a couple of foundations for operating expenses at this time. In regards to the next report, which is collections, so there's some information about a couple of the exhibitions that are currently on, but what I would like to do is draw your attention to a recent donation that we've just received. So up to date, so far we've received 20 donations for the year, but this one in particular is one that we'd like to highlight, and it is a medal that we have been given, donated to us, and it's quite a significant medal, and it's the second medal that we have like this, but according to Veterans Affairs Canada, there are only 1,350 of these medals, so it's great to see that we do have this now included in our collection as well. And there's highlight the pictures of the medal itself, so that is right in our collection. And then again, the education report, continuing on with our educational programming. We're very heavy into the children's programming, lots of school year-end trips. Seniors outreach is still something that has taken a lot of time in the last few months as well. And there you can see pictures of our education coordinator out at Malcolm Place in Kincardine delivering programming. And then again, of course, some upcoming events from that perspective. Under the marketing, the exhibit openings that we've just had in the past, we just opened the Breaking the Silence, as well as most recently the Animal Gibberish, and there is one of our young MCs from GC Houston who came over to assist and MC the night for us as well. So it's always great. We're trying as much as we can to include as many students and youth as we can as possible. And I did pass out, I know that you've already received the invitation, but we're in the final throes of putting up Alan Weinstein's exhibit today. His exhibit will open on Sunday, and it will be in place till September 3rd. Alan is a local artist from the Teeswater area. He has his barn/studio in Teeswater, and he also lives in Iowa, and like I said, we're very excited to have his work at the museum, and we hope that you'll be able to make it out on Sunday. And then, of course, the next update is the Riding the Rails, which is the train exhibition, and that will be opening in July. And then the last item is just again in regards to our programming, so some wrap-up reporting on some of the programs that we've had. Another successful on the 10th year anniversary for the wine tasting event, another sold-out audience, as you can see from the pictures. And the next event that you might want to take part in, if possible, is the Geometry of Music Part 404, and this is with local mathematician, engineer Mike Sterling. But what's interesting to note is the number of people that Mike is also bringing with this presentation, and that we will be also hosting a number of members from Perimeter Institute on that Friday, and those members from Perimeter Institute will also be attending the lecture and the event in the evening. And that is the report for the museum for this month. So I'd be happy to answer any questions if there are any.
Any questions on the information items? Okay, I think no questions on the information. Thank you, Kathy.
You're welcome.
You're a busy place there.
It
There's
is.
always something going on.
a wonderful
there.
place.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah. That,
Lots of parking.
lots of parking. That's true, yeah. Some days better than others.
Some days better than others.
Yeah. So, with that, the next meeting is July the 5th, 2018, and we'll entertain a motion to adjourn then. Moved by Ann, second by Dan. Any discussion?